In this video, we're working on controlled starts from contaminated areas to split trails from the beginning, and then also to dog distractions and human distractions in the middle of one single trail.
It's a bag.
Ein?
Two.
Two. Okay, so and if you look at the tracks, you can see große, kleine. And match here. This one is missing.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so let's go over here.
It's important when thinking about a start of a trail that you think about the contamination that the dog's going to encounter. And if you have the opportunity to pay attention to what's around you in particular tracks and footsteps, to see if you can personally locate trails out before you start your dog.
Tell me what you see here.
There's a lot of footsteps. And one track in this direction.
So go look at it.
Okay, they're not so big.
Good. Now go to the end here.
They are smaller, these footsteps.
Even smaller, yeah? Okay. So, tell me where the most contamination is.
Using simple visual tracking skills, a handler can take stock of an area and maybe determine a better place to start the dog that may be closer to an exit trail, but more importantly away from a lot of contamination if possible. Contrary to popular belief, contamination of many people is difficult for any dog to work through. So you must, I repeat, you must give them every opportunity to make the job a little bit easier. The handler starts the dog on the scent article here, and immediately the dog picks up the back track of the subject. The subject had come into the contamination from behind, got into the middle of it, and then had an exit trail going out. So the dog picked up the back track, came back to some contamination of two separate trails that joined it, and now is trying to figure out the scent pool and the contamination problem. Watch what happens when the dog finally picks up the trail. The dog points in the direction he wants to go, you can tell, and then immediately picks up an odor trail slightly to the left due to wind of the actual physical track. I've slowed down this section of the clip dramatically so you can see a couple things. Number one, really concentrate on the dog's body language. Tail up, slightly wagging, really good forward momentum, head down. This is really nice trailing behavior. And the dog is literally on top of the tracks. By slowing down the speed of this clip, you can see the physical tracks that the dog's practically walking in. Now the dog starts speeding up and the head comes up slightly. Something's changed. This is a proximity alert to a distraction that you're going to see coming forth. The dog's body language is going to change dramatically now to the second phase of the distractions. Head pops hard to the left, it knows exactly where the distraction is now, and goes to check it out. This is a trail that was laid about 1 hour previously, and the dog is scent discriminating from the old trail to the new. The canine is about to give a second good body language change to the second deliberate distraction of humans and a dog. This is multiple people and also a dog. We had to slow it down so you can see the little head check to the left and a slight pause before heading back to the main trail. This is all it took for the dog to go back to work, to the real person, after encountering the same thing in the trail earlier. Contamination and distractions are two components of every real-life deployment that a handler and dog will always encounter. The problem is the training rarely has controlled contamination and distractions built into it that the handler has a chance to learn how to read. Good training will always use these two things to teach the handler, number one, how to read the distraction and the contamination, and then number two, how to correct the dog so they don't switch trails on the handler on real deployments.